The North American wilderness is an unforgiving landscape. To survive here, you have to be highly adapted. It is a frozen battleground ruled by lethal hunters. Predators like wolves and mountain lions, built to outlast and outmaneuver their prey. Yet above all of them sits the undisputed king of the continent. The grizzly bear commands absolute authority over this territory. But this massive ruler of the wild starts life at a severe disadvantage. A grizzly is born underground, in the middle of winter, as a blind, toothless, 1-pound ball of fluff that is entirely dependent on its mother to survive. And despite a fierce reputation as a relentless top-tier carnivore, the reality of its diet is surprisingly mild. Depending on the region, up to 90% of a grizzly's caloric intake comes from foraging for roots, grasses, and berries. To understand how a tiny, vulnerable, plant-eating cub grows into a 1,000-pound apex predator, we have to look under the hood and deconstruct the extraordinary biological engineering of the bear itself. We start our teardown with the most defining feature of the grizzly's physique, the pronounced shoulder hump. That hump is a dense mass of pure muscle anchored directly to the bear's backbone. Its evolutionary purpose is to power the front legs, generating massive force for digging and striking. A single blow driven by those muscles carries immense kinetic energy. One concentrated swipe delivers enough raw power to break a wolf's back. Attached to those massive paws are 6-inch talons, claws roughly twice the size of a polar bear's. They act like biological excavators, allowing the grizzly to easily unearth prey from deep underground burrows. This diagram shows a jaw powered by an equally impressive system. Enormous muscles attached directly to the cranium, creating a terrifyingly high bite force. To put it into perspective, this generates enough raw pressure to bite clean through a cast iron skillet. By combining dense, specialized muscle mass with bone-crushing leverage and enormous claws, the grizzly is engineered to be a physically unmatched brawler in close-quarters combat. Raw power is useless without a reliable way to find targets. To track prey, the bear relies on an olfactory system sharp enough to detect a hiding elk calf from over a mile away. This cross-section reveals 2 expansive chambers, 100 times larger than a human's, packed with over 1 billion receptor cells. When scent particles hit, millions of nerve strands fire electrical signals to the brain, instantly translating faint odors into targeting data. Running this sensory array and hauling 1,000 pounds of muscle requires a massive biological engine, meaning the bear needs an extreme amount of fuel. To survive the winter scarcity, the bear enters a period of hyperphagia, a critical metabolic phase characterized by an insatiable appetite. During this time, a grizzly will consume tens of thousands of calories a day to pack on up to 400 pounds of fat. This fat fuels an incredibly efficient hibernation cycle. The bear slows its heart rate, drops its body temperature, and recycles its own waste. For females, this utilizes delayed embryo implantation, pausing pregnancy so cubs are born exactly at the right time in the safety of the den. When spring arrives, this rested engine unleashes terrifying physical output. Grizzlies can explode into short sprints, reaching speeds of up to 35 miles an hour. They also possess immense stamina. In a sustained battle over a carcass against an entire pack of wolves, a single grizzly has the endurance to fight, outlast, and ultimately claim the meal. The grizzly's dominance is the direct result of a highly tuned fusion between hypersensitive tracking systems and a fiercely adaptable, high-endurance metabolic engine. When you scale up this biological machinery from a single animal to an entire population, the impact spills outward into the environment. The grizzly functions as a keystone predator. By merely existing and hunting, its immense physical power actively holds the surrounding ecosystem together. By targeting the young, the old, and the injured members of elk, moose, and caribou herds, grizzlies directly regulate the population sizes of these large herbivores. This flowchart illustrates the cascading effect of that population control. Keeping herbivore numbers in check prevents the overgrazing of plants and shrubs. That allows the forest canopy to recover, which provides the necessary density of plant life to support diverse populations of migratory birds. The bear's engineering also plays a crucial role during the annual salmon run, far away from the open plains. As grizzlies catch fish and drag the heavy carcasses deep into the woods to eat in peace, they initiate a massive chemical transfer. The leftover fish decay on the forest floor, literally fertilizing the surrounding trees with high-value marine nitrogen. Because their biology is so deeply intertwined with the health of the land, ongoing observation and scientific study of these bears in the wild remain critical to conservation efforts. A grizzly is a highly specialized biological machine. By hunting, foraging, and dragging nutrients across the landscape, its absolute physical dominance provides the exact tension required to sustain the balance of the North American wilderness.